Hello, viewers. Welcome back. This is John with Big Chief Leatherworks. And this weekend, I'm going to put up some clips. I had the fortune to be able to attend the Waco Heart of Texas Leather Show. You meet some of my leatherworking heroes. Um, and I got to say, I was impressed. Um, But first, I'll give you the rundown. So, the Heart of Texas Leather Show is in Waco, Texas, and it runs about a week. During that time, they have classes with well known leather makers, well known people in the leather industry on how to do various tasks if you want to do a leatherworking business or leatherworking as a full time hobby. And I can tell you, leatherworking may start out as make something as simple as making yourself a knife pouch, knife sheath, and for whatever reason, it just grows from there. So that's a good thing, hopefully for you. I know for me, it has grown. So this Heart of Texas Leather Show caters to all different kinds of leather workers. And I was very happy that they ran it again this year, and I'm already looking forward to going next year. Now, first, all you're going to do is hear me talk, and I'm going to make a couple observations about the leather show, things I liked, things I thought could be improved, and things I didn't like. And this is by no means video to throw somebody under the bus or to badmouth the leather show. I was fortunate to attend the leather show. I enjoyed the leather show, and it was well worth my 2 hour and 45-minute drive to get there. And I know what you're thinking. San Antonio isn't that far from Waco. Well, one word, Austin. Okay, two words, Austin traffic. Yeah, if you've been there, you know. Seriously, Austin, put a loop in, a bypass, not a toll road. Nobody should have to pay to go around Austin. Okay? All right, that's enough about Austin. Back to Waco. The first observation I had was that there was very little street advertisement for the show. And I was kind of surprised that the show was not promoted more. As a matter of fact, until we got to maybe within a block of the entrance convention center, um, there were no signs. And the signs that were up were only that there was a arts and crafts show. It did not bill itself as the Heart of Texas Leather Show that I know of, or I did not see anything saying that. The other thing that was not good about the promotion of the show was that when I went to Google Maps, the Google GPS had the Waco Convention Center listed as closed until Monday, which is really too bad. I mean, I did not go to the convention website, but in looking at my directions, it kind of makes you wonder, is the show on or is it not on? And so, to the promoters of the show, please find a way to uh, get that for next year into Google so that Google shows the show and that people know about it when they look for directions to the Waco Convention Center. That'd be best. That way, people aren't guessing, if it's actually open or not. Um, because it threw me, and I had my daughter check. My daughter went with me, and I had her check just to make sure that we didn't misread the date, because I've done that before. I've showed up places that were closed and for not reading a date, and that's unfortunate. But the other thing was, Of course, when you get there, they ask you to register. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to register because spam. You're going to get spammed. Your people are, then there's relentless emails about, um, hey, buy our item or, things like this. Um, that's not something I wanted. However, because I did want to be aware of the show for next year, I did register and I did put my contact information. I'm in favor of this show and I'd like to see it grow. So if I get spammed, well, that's part of the price of doing business. Once I got in the show, of course, it was my eyes were bigger than my stomach. So there is a lot of stuff for sale. I saw a lot of tools for sale. I saw a lot of sewing machines for sale. I saw a lot of big name companies. I didn't see so many small companies represented. I didn't see many people like me who are just, you know, um, just starting out. However, they did have this year the um, last minute leather shootout with some where people were making wallets and then doing tooling on them. And they had two separate classes, a beginner class and an advanced class. And let me tell you, I'm glad I didn't submit anything because some of these beginners, wow, they uh, they did some fantastic tooling, and the advanced would just blow your mind. These are true artists. I'm not an artist, so, but I want to get into tooling, but that's another story. That's another video. Um, but yeah, the tooling and the um, later when I spoke to Aaron Heiser of Maker's Leather Supply, yes, that's a name drop, and yes, I'm just was ecstatic to talk to my leatherwork heroes there at the show, and I took full advantage of that. Um, But Aaron Heiser was talking about the construction of some of the wallets, how he really liked the construction, although the tooling wasn't as good as some of the others. And let me tell you, uh, if you tooled one of those wallets and submitted it, don't feel bad. Don't all the work I saw there was really well done. I did not see one dog. I mean, if I had submitted, maybe there would have been a dog there, but all the tooling looked great. Y'all did a great job, and hats off to you if you submitted your work to there because it was some stiff competition, both in the beginner and the advanced class. So, um, just one other thing that I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but if you come to one of these conventions and your idea of participating in a booth is looking at your phone while people pass by, then you're going to be passed by. Nobody wants to talk to somebody who's not attentive. Nobody wants to get your attention, clear their throat to have to talk to you because you're busy playing on your phone. Phoebings die. Yeah, no, dude, no. People want to talk to you. They drive or spend their time to come to this show because they're interested. And you also have to make the effort by knowing what you're, first of all, just saying hello and lifting your head up from your phone when people come into your booth or pass by your booth. That's convention 101. You have to send people there who are high energy and who are interested in your product, who really use your product or want to tell other people about your product. And no, I'm not going to stop buying Phoebings just because the guy at the booth was more interested in his phone than what he was doing at the convention. But for a large company like that, that does that doesn't put your best foot forward. So maybe next year. Phoebings can look into that and maybe get somebody a little more high energy, a little less interested in their phone, a little more interested in their dyes, which are top notch. All their products from Phoebings are top notch. I use them myself. Great product. At the other booths, there were some people who weren't well known and some people who weren't well known. Everybody that I saw there was putting out some great craftsmanship, had some great stuff for sale. I met Loy from Seloy Leathers. I got to touch his goat skin. And this brings me into the last, well, second to the last point I make. Um, go with money. If you can hold off buying something till you get this to this show, do it. They had a lot of stuff for sale, and all of it. They had tool makers there. They had surprisingly a lot of alligator and just some beautiful colors of alligator. Um, so if you do a lot with alligator, they had some phenomenal alligator there. Like I said, Seloy Leathers was there. They had some great goat, and you'll see it in my clip. Bright, leap off the hide colors for your projects that you won't be, definitely won't be disappointed. Quality stuff. The tool makers and the people who make, I saw belt buckles I liked, and I saw tools that I liked. And so here comes the kicker. You know, they are expensive. They are expensive. However, I cannot take my tools that I got at Tandy at the bargain price and compare them to the craftsmanship of the tools that were at this show. The craftsmanship was top notch. The tools will last you forever. And now that I'm doing leather more and more, that's what I'm looking for. I understand that probably for the rest of my life I'll do this, and I would like to have tools that reflect that. And I would also like to have tools that if one of my children or grandchildren were to take up this leather making, that they would have tools that would last them too. And they would see that buying a quality tool or buying a quality stamp is the way to go. Um, so, last point I want to make is if I shook your hand and talked to you there and looked a little apprehensive, it's because you are my leather making heroes. I see you on YouTube. I see you on Instagram. I see you making and sharing something that's, that's great. And it was nice to meet those people and shake their hand. And the one thing I understood from all the people I met is that they were very outgoing and very willing to share not only their work and how they worked, but just their outlook on leather making. And I mean, mind blown just with the great experiences I had talking to the people I spoke to. Just and not all of them are doing leather full time. Shout out to you, of course. If you watch my videos, you know I really like the work of Austin Carter from Attack Line Leather. That guy just does phenomenal work. But if you get a chance to support guys like that, you know, get yourself something quality made from those small makers because a lot of them do phenomenal work. And then as I was saying, the people who I spoke to, of note, Don Gonzalez, his wife Claudia, were just super nice people. Uh, having a conversation with Don Gonzalez, I mean, standing right in front of you and giving words of wisdom is just, it's an experience. It really was. Aaron Heiser, who gave me more time than I thought possible because that's a busy guy, and it was eye-opening his take on what he does, and again, just the most down-to-earth, um, nicest, giving person you could meet. If you were there at the leather show and I didn't recognize you, um, leave a comment. Leave a comment and tell me what your channel is and everything about you because I want to go again and I want to meet more people. It was just a nice conversation with all the people I met. And some of these guys don't get a lot of exposure. There was actually some people who drove quite a while. I mean, these people were they were from up north and they drove a long way to get there and show their wares and that takes time and effort. So, as I was saying before, if you can put off buying a tool till you get to the show, I would recommend that. If you could put off buying leather till you get to the show, I would recommend it. Anything we can do to support this show would be great. And I look forward to next year. All right, friends and neighbors, Big Chief Leatherworks here at the Waco Convention Center, ready to head in for the Heart of Texas Leather Show. This is the first time I'm going to be here, so we'll check it out and see how it is. Hopefully I can take video in there. If not, I'll try and take pictures and get as much information as I can. Woo! It's nice and hot here in Texas. Okay, now we're inside the convention center and headed to the Heart of Texas Leather Show. All right, here we are. We're going to go inside and check it all out. Probably check it all out first, then come back and do some videos. All right, here we got Maker's Leather Supply. And then over here, Don Gonzalez Saddlery. Okay, here I am at Seloy's Leathers. Has some beautiful goat in stock here at Heart of Texas Leather Show.
I was working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 12 hours, and then Wednesday after I like that because the other part of the week I work.
And here's the calf skin.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Look at that calf. You see that thickness and just the sheen on it. Just beautiful. And here we are with some bull hide. Nice and thick. Look at that beautiful red. Just amazing. We got some clearance. And everybody recognizes this. This is Don Gonzalez's booth. The man himself talking to customers and people. Take a look at this saddle. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so this goes back to architecture.
I saw Austin Carter roaming around here somewhere, and I want to talk to him too.
It's almost, yeah, like neutral, kind of like a silver gray almost.
Guitar straps and rifle slings. There's some knife blanks. I see Don Gonzalez uses the same method I do, these hefty sandwich bags. That's how you know he's authentic. These are some of the displays at the leather show.
You headed out? I'm just walking around for the first time. I went here and then I'm not even, haven't even walked it yet. I gotta go. Post the video on YouTube. Post the what? Post the video on YouTube. I gotta go come on. But it's okay. He knows who I am. Cool, dude. He's a good dude. Yeah.
All right, so I'm getting ready to head out of the Heart of Texas Leather Show. What an amazing show. I had a great time. Got to talk to Aaron Heiser, Don Gonzalez, Austin Carter, Attack Line Leather. Just some really talented people. And what a great show. I really appreciate. If you didn't get a chance to make it this year, hopefully you'll make it next year. It was awesome. This is John with Big Chief Leatherworks. I'm out.